I must appease him with the gift of a man. Come to me! I must lead you to the room of wish! No, take him! No! Take them! Don't eat me! I'm sure that will be fine.
They dismembered them. They cut up their intestines, and they took the feces out, and they ate it. There's a 16-year-old girl. She had some diary entries written in code about her experiences being and impregnated by Epstein. They forced her to carry that baby to term, and they let her keep the baby for a few minutes. Then they came in, took the baby away, ripped it away from this, and they did who knows what.
So more emails about torture, and these coded conversations still have a very clear topic that torture was big. It was a big driver for them, and these were sick people doing very, very sick things.
Why did Jeffrey Epstein purchase 330 gallons of sulfuric acid in 2018? Well, he damn well wasn't cleaning his pool. Sulfuric acid is a highly corrosive chemical that can be used to melt bone and destroy biological evidence.
One of the most disturbing problems in our world today is human trafficking, and particularly the trafficking of children. Now, the first step in eradicating this crime is awareness.
So Mel Gibson might have been telling the truth all along. There are tons of clips and old tweets floating around where celebs like Chrissy Teigen and Jimmy Fallon straight up say things that sound way too suspicious. The same industry that turned people like Mel into villains might have been hiding something wild behind the scenes. For years, we've been cheering for the wrong people while the ones trying to speak up got painted as crazy. Now, his old friend Terrence Howard is reportedly warning him to stay alert because some powerful folks might be trying to silence him again. They already tried to destroy Mel Gibson's career once, but it didn't work. And now, with those Epstein files surfacing and lining up with things he's supposedly been saying for decades, people claim he's in danger all over again. The whispers about Hollywood's secret rituals and dark gatherings have been around forever, and Mel's been one of the few who dared to speak on it for years. Back in 2018, he reportedly poured millions into producing Sound of Freedom, a movie that pulled the curtain back on the shady CT networks run by powerful figures in the entertainment world. The film takes viewers to Honduras, where a struggling father, Roberto Aguilar, is deceived by a former beauty queen named Giselle. She convinces him to let his kids, Miguel and Rocio, take part in a modeling photo shoot for some quick cash. Who wouldn't agree to that when they're desperate in trying to survive? But then things take a dark turn. The children are taken and sold, tricked by promises of fame and modeling deals. Doesn't that sound eerily familiar? The movie revealed how these operations were massive, stretching across countries and industries. It wasn't just entertainment, it was a warning. And according to Mel, he didn't fund this project for fame or money. He did it because he's seen way too many CT victims in the industry with his own eyes, and this was his way of waking people up to the dark truth hiding behind the glamour. No one in Hollywood wanted to touch the movie. No big studio wanted to fund it, so he stepped in and made it happen himself. But back then, people didn't really catch the full message the movie was trying to deliver. Even now, with the Epstein files out for everyone to see, many are still blind to what's right in front of them. Epstein himself admitted several times that elite figures in the industry were involved in some horrifying stuff, the very same things Mel had tried to warn everyone about in his film. And get this, those files also showed Epstein allegedly ordered 330 gallons of sulfuric acid. The delivery showed up the exact same day a CST case was filed against him. That's beyond suspicious. Sounds like a massive cover-up in motion. To make things worse, one of the leaked emails showed Epstein describing deeply disturbing behavior that proved how twisted things really were. It's sickening to think about, and yet somehow the world still acts like none of this ever happened. Anyway, back to the talk about Chrissy Teigen and those shocking allegations. Things get wild here. She once made several tweets that had people seriously disturbed, openly sharing thoughts and comments that sounded way too inappropriate. Some of her posts even hinted at things she supposedly did and wanted to do again, which had the internet in disbelief.
Insane thinking. I'm paranoid. I imagined that stuff. that couldn't be the reason for why so-and-so was acting like, could it? And then you find out later on the track that you are exactly on track with a lot of this stuff.
For instance, there were tweets where she wrote stuff like, seeing girls do the splits half-clothed is just, I want to put myself in jail. And she even added the hashtag toddlers and tiaras. In another one, she said, I just saw like a corn star, like a trashy, do-anything corn star. Is this wrong to think I am going to jail over pizza? Those kinds of tweets didn't sit right with anyone. Now back then, people assumed she was just talking about regular pizza, the kind you grab from Domino's on a Friday night. But later, some folks online claimed it might have meant something else entirely. Way before the Epstein files even dropped, conspiracy theories were already swirling about what pizza supposedly meant in certain Hollywood circles, linking it to secret CT codes. And if you remember, there was that whole Pizzagate controversy that blew up back in the mid-2010s. People couldn't stop connecting the dots and wondering what was really going on behind closed doors. During the 2018 elections, the whole Pizzagate theory exploded again. People claimed powerful elites were part of secret cults, doing unthinkable things, and even consuming stuff too disturbing to describe. Of course, Hillary came out denying every bit of it, launching a huge PR push to shut the story down. But now, years later, folks are looking back at it all with fresh eyes, and many are convinced that maybe the conspiracy wasn't so far-fetched after all. Then out of nowhere, an old clip of Mel Gibson resurfaced, and it sent shockwaves through the internet. In it, he was talking about things so dark and disturbing that viewers were completely stunned. It felt like he'd seen way more than he ever let on. But that kind of truth-telling doesn't come without a price. The same elites he allegedly exposed are said to be furious about what he revealed. Rumor has it, Mel might have even left the country or gone off the grid for his own safety. And here's the crazy part. One of his closest friends is now publicly warning him to stay alert and protect himself no matter what. We're talking about Terrence Howard. What many people don't realize is that Terrence and Mel Gibson actually share a close bond, real friendship, not just Hollywood talk. Terrence has even said that Mel was one of the few people who helped him find redemption and rebuild his life when things got rough. That's deep loyalty right there. But just like Mel, Terrence hasn't stayed quiet about what he's seen behind the scenes. He's spoken out about how Hollywood allegedly pushes certain agendas, especially targeting black men. He claimed there's a deliberate effort to feminize them, stripping away their masculinity and pride for the sake of control. According to Terrence, many rising black actors are pressured into uncomfortable exchanges just to get a shot in the industry, and sometimes they're even told to wear dresses for laughs or image control. He called it a tactic to humiliate and weaken strong men who might otherwise stand up and speak out.
I was in my mid-20s the first time I really came over here. You know, I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand. Right. And I formed a bunch of opinions about the town. Surely that couldn't be because... And then you go away and you think, no, I was wrong. I mean, that's insane thinking. I'm paranoid. I imagined that stuff. That couldn't be the reason for why so-and-so was acting like, could it? And then you find out later on the track that you are exactly on track with a lot of this stuff. Not specifically on track, but that you could, that some of your worst nightmares were real at the time. And you think, it does rip your life to pieces. If you'll let it. Yeah. These little heathens with no soul downstairs with horns on their head with a battering ram trying to like walls in. Yeah. But it doesn't take very long. It's cascading on you all the time. You can't get away from certain attitudes, from certain modes of behavior that this town and the industry dictate. No matter how strong you are, you are going to be affected by this place. And I think it takes that kind of cockroach resilience. You can't get mad. You can't get mad. You can't let it get you because you have to make a deal with everyone else, and it's almost unspoken that you are going to be f***ed over at some point.
I mean, as a matter of interest, do you think it's easier because you're an outsider who came in?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because it was glaring to me because I was an outsider who came in.
During Terrence Howard's sit-down with Revolt TV while promoting his movie The System, he dropped some serious truth bombs. He said Hollywood looks at strong black men as threats, and that's exactly why they keep trying to strip away their masculinity. According to him, the industry's new formula is all about softening men up, making them lose their sense of power and confidence. They'll let white men play strong, heroic roles all day long, but when it comes to black men, that same energy suddenly becomes too much. Terrence didn't hold back either. He said, "I don't want to remove a few chromosomes to fit in someone's story," explaining that Hollywood needs to start creating space for men to stay true to themselves while still respecting and uplifting women's beauty at the same time. And right after that interview, someone commented online saying Mel's career didn't die. That one line set the internet on fire. People started connecting the dots between Mel and Terrence's shared message about what's really happening in Hollywood. That comment, Mel's career didn't die, sparked a wave of conversation online. Fans started saying Mel never truly disappeared. He was pushed out for speaking too much truth. The buzz grew louder as people began revisiting old interviews, realizing how often Mel hinted at things most stars wouldn't dare to whisper about. Suddenly, it wasn't just about his comeback, it was about what he'd been trying to warn everyone about for years. Meanwhile, Terrence Howard kept backing him up, doubling down on the claim that Hollywood punishes anyone who steps out of line. He said that if you refuse to play their game, they blacklist you, twist your words, and destroy your image until people forget what you stood for. And now, with both men standing their ground, fans are saying this might be the first time the industry's cracks are really showing. Something big is brewing, and this time, it feels like the truth might actually break through. What's even crazier is that insiders are now whispering that Mel Gibson and Terrence Howard might actually be teaming up for a secret project, something that's supposed to expose even more of Hollywood's hidden darkness. People online are already buzzing, wondering if this could be the film that finally blows the lid off everything. Some say it's not just another movie, it's a statement, a warning, and maybe even a final stand against the corruption that's been running unchecked for decades. But of course, the rumors come with danger. There are reports claiming powerful names in the industry are already trying to shut them down before anything even starts filming. Still, Mel and Terrence don't seem to be backing off. Fans are calling them fearless for daring to go up against a system that's been untouchable for so long. Whatever's coming next, it feels like something huge is about to shake Hollywood to its core. And now the tension's at an all-time high. Social media is lighting up with theories that both Mel and Terrence are being watched and that every move they make is under scrutiny. Some people claim that the industry wants to silence them before they can speak again, while others think they've got powerful allies quietly backing them up from the shadows. It's starting to feel like a real-life thriller unfolding right in front of us. Fans are saying this could be the moment everything changes. The truth that's been buried for decades might finally see the light. And with more old footage, interviews, and leaked documents popping up online every day, the story's only getting darker and more twisted. Whether you believe the rumors or not, one thing's for sure, Hollywood's perfect image is cracking fast, and Mel Gibson might just be the one to tear it wide open.
When you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Now, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right. But when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So,
and just when people thought things couldn't get any wilder, new whispers started spreading. Some say Mel's next move might expose names nobody ever expected. There's talk that he's holding on to proof, things that could flip the whole industry upside down if they ever go public. The thought alone has fans and Hollywood insiders on edge, wondering who might get caught in the blast if the truth really comes out. Meanwhile, Terrence Howard hasn't gone quiet either. He's been dropping cryptic comments in interviews, hinting that everything people dismiss this conspiracy might not be so far-fetched after all. He said something big is coming, and when it does, people will finally understand why Mel kept fighting even when the world turned its back on him. Whatever's brewing behind the scenes feels massive, and if they're telling the truth, Hollywood's in for a storm like never before. Now the internet's on fire again. Fans are convinced that Mel and Terrence have become the symbols of a bigger fight. They're being praised as two men who refuse to bow down to Hollywood's power plays. Posts, threads, and videos are blowing up everywhere, with people digging through old interviews, leaked clips, and hidden connections that suddenly make a lot more sense. Everyone's asking the same question: what else have we been blind to all these years? Some claim that Mel's silence lately isn't fear, it's strategy. They say he's waiting for the right moment to strike, to drop the kind of truth that can't be erased or denied. And if that really happens, it could send shockwaves through every corner of the industry. The mystery, the danger, the secrets, it's all reaching a breaking point, and it feels like something explosive is right around the corner. And here's where things really start to spiral. Over the past few weeks, online detectives, bloggers, and even ex-industry insiders have been coming forward with new claims, saying that Mel Gibson might be sitting on a vault of information collected over decades. Some say it's video evidence. Others believe it's hidden documents and recordings of conversations that could change everything. Whether it's real or not, the idea alone has Hollywood shaking. People are terrified that the wrong person might leak it all, and once that happens, there's no going back. Terrence Howard has also been dropping subtle warnings, saying he's ready for the storm and that truth always finds its way out. Those words have fans convinced he knows something major is coming. Across social media, people are calling them whistleblowers in disguise, two men who decided they'd rather risk everything than stay silent. Every clip of them is being rewatched, every word analyzed like a clue in some mystery thriller. Meanwhile, the entertainment world seems to be moving strangely. Projects getting canceled without reason, certain names disappearing from headlines, and journalists hinting they've been told to stay quiet on particular topics. It's all adding fuel to a story that's starting to feel way bigger than just two actors. It's about a system built on control, secrecy, and fear. And what's wild is how divided people are. Some think Mel and Terrence are heroes, finally tearing down the wall of lies, while others believe they've gone too deep into the conspiracy rabbit hole. Still, no one can deny that the energy around them feels electric, like something huge is about to drop. If the rumors are true, and Mel really does reveal what he's holding, it won't just shake Hollywood. It could rewrite how the world sees fame, power, and truth itself.
It seemed like there was resistance to that movie.
Oh yeah, no, there was
Which I thought was very strange. There was like Hollywood resistance to that movie. Like people didn't like that you were making it. It's not like,
yeah, there was a lot of opposition to it, and I don't know. I think if you ever hit on that subject matter, you're gonna get people going because, of course, it's big subject matter.
Now, the whole situation feels like it's reaching its breaking point. Reports are flying in from every direction. Some saying Mel Gibson's team is preparing for something massive. Others claiming he's been keeping quiet because the pressure from the top is getting unbearable. It's like a cold war between truth and power, and every day more pieces start falling into place. People close to him have hinted that he's got unfinished business and that the next thing he drops might change how everyone sees Hollywood forever. Terrence Howard hasn't gone silent either. He's been standing by Mel, posting cryptic messages online like, "They can't hide it much longer," and "The world's about to see." Fans are losing their minds trying to decode what those messages mean. Some believe it's a countdown to a huge reveal, while others think they're warning shots to let the powerful know they're not afraid anymore. Meanwhile, Hollywood insiders are panicking. Interviews are being scrubbed, publicists are rushing to protect big names, and old stories are suddenly being corrected. But people aren't buying it this time. Social media is calling it the Great Unraveling, saying the industry's mask is slipping, and once the truth finally hits the light, there'll be no way to hide what's really been happening behind closed doors. Whether Mel's gearing up for a documentary, an expose, or something even bigger, everyone can feel that something's coming. The silence before the storm is getting louder by the day, and this time, the world's watching every move. One person online summed it up perfectly. He didn't fall off, he just chose not to work in a demon-manipulated industry. That line went viral fast, and someone else chimed in, "Funny how South Park made Mel Gibson look like a total psycho, when it was really the producers who were acting like the real ones." That comment hit hard, because when you think about it, the timing, the mockery, and the media spin all start to look a little too convenient. Now everyone's asking the same burning question. Was Mel Gibson really targeted for exposing the truth? Did the industry try to destroy his name just to protect its secrets? The man spoke up, disappeared for a while, and suddenly all the old footage, the strange coincidences, and the resurfaced files start connecting like puzzle pieces. It's no wonder people are starting to believe there was always more to the story than we were told. But what do you think? Was Mel silenced because he dared to call out the dark side of fame, or was it all just a wild coincidence? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know what side you're on. And don't forget to click right here to check out the next messy video. Things are about to get even crazier.
It does rip your life to pieces if you'll let it.
Yeah.
And it's always pounding at the walls.
Yeah.
These little guys, these little heathens with no soul downstairs with horns on their head with a battering ram trying to like beat your walls in.
Yeah.